Hello. I just realized that I've been going for a little while and I wasn't live. My apologies. I hope you can see me now. I have a story by Brecht. It's called Mossy. It's about springtime, and yesterday was the first day of spring. I just wanted you all to know that I'm thinking about you and you're very loved. And hi to Sloan, hi to Grace, hi to Merritt, hi to Joshi, hi to Frankie, hi to Ozzy, hi to Lexi, hi to Marcus, hi to Aiden, hi to Lehigh, hi to Oren, to Sarah, Isla, Alec. Oh, I see Suzanne just joined. Hi to Sloan and Grace. We're missing you. We're reading a book called Brecht by Brecht. It's not called Brecht. It is called Mossy, and we're going to start. Yesterday was the first day of spring, so it's a story about spring. Mossy liked this damp, cool space. Sorry. Haha. This is my first time doing this ever. On a misty, moist morning, a young turtle stood at the edge of the lily pond. Her name was Mossy. Mossy liked this damp, cool place. She spent so much time here that circulars of moss began to grow in her caprice until her shell was covered with them. As the spring days got warmer, tiny ferns unfurled and wildflowers began to blossom. Soon Mossy's shell was home to an amazing garden. Mossy liked to look at her reflection in the lily pond and see what was growing in her garden. Every day brought a surprise, a new flower, or perhaps a delicious wild strawberry. Mossy's garden was growing wider and taller. One day, Mossy was standing by the lily pond when the water rippled. Two ruby eyes looked up at her. It was a handsome turtle she hadn't noticed before. Scoot had never seen a lily pad turtle like Mossy. He thought her garden was pretty, but it was Mossy who made his heart beat fast. She was breathtaking. Scoot scrambled up to the bank and walked towards Mossy. Entranced by those ruby eyes, Mossy made her way into the open glide towards Scoot. Uh-oh. Just then, Dr. Carolina, on her morning walk with her niece Tori, spotted Mossy. Gently, Dr. Carolina picked her up. She's perfect for the museum. Never had Dr. Carolina's museum had a wonder as extraordinary as a garden-growing turtle. She and Tori made a home for Mossy in a viewing pavilion with plants, a reflecting pool, and everything they thought a turtle would need. But Mossy already had everything she needed back at the lily pad pond. She longed to go home and find her new friend. Every day Scoot waited for Mossy, but Mossy didn't come back. Can you guys see the pictures okay? Just type in if you can. All summer, visitors came to see Mossy in her famous garden. They watched her eat raspberries and mealyworms, mushrooms and lettuce, but Mossy didn't seem happy to Tori, and Dr. Carolina was too busy to notice. Mossy was lonely for Scoot. She had stopped looking at her garden in the reflecting pool because it made her remember those ruby eyes, shining like jewels, peering at her from the lily pad pond. Thoughts of Scoot only made her sad. Snow fell outside, but inside the museum, Mossy's garden kept growing, and people flocked to see her. Dr. Carolina was thrilled that Mossy had made her museum famous. Today, Tori and her class came to see Mossy. The meteoroids and geodes amazed the children. They loved the wooded diorama, the butterflies and the shells. Finally, Dr. Carolina said it was time to see the special exhibit. The children gathered around the viewing pavilion. At first, they didn't see Mossy. Then they started to walk, her magnificent garden swaying back and forth. The little turtle was captivated. Mossy was a special turtle, Dr. Carolina told them. Her garden grows and changes all year long. She is never hungry or cold. She is safe living in our museum. Here with us, Mossy could live to be 100 years old. Tori frowned. She loved the museum. She had helped her aunt collect wonderful things on their walks. But Mossy was the first living creature that Dr. Carolina had taken to live in the museum. Is that why she looked so sad? Tori wondered. Do you think Mossy is happy here? Tori asked her aunt. Does she have any turtle friends? The children asked. No, but here we all have an opportunity to see her. The children had given her an idea. On the first day of spring, which was yesterday here in Ithaca, a sign on the front of the museum read, "Closed, do not disturb." The women arrived at the back of the museum. Dr. Carolina and Tori were there to meet them. Everyone wondered what this meant. 1 day passed, 2 days passed, then 3. After a week, everyone was invited inside. Dr. Carolina introduced the 2 mystery women. Please meet Flora and Fauna, she said. The curtain was pulled aside, revealing a portrait of Mossy, larger than life, with her garden painted in glowing detail. Flora had painted all the plants. Fauna had painted Mossy. Together, the artists had captured a moment in time that would never fade. Everyone cheered and clapped. At dusk, Dr. Carolina gently put Mossy in a collection basket. Come with me, she said to Tori, and off they went to take Mossy back to her lily pound. Together they said goodbye to their garden-growing friend and put her in the garden next to the waterfall, exactly where Dr. Carolina had found her. Mossy was home. The next morning, the warm spring sun woke up Scoot from his bed beneath the leaves. He opened his ruby red eyes and saw Mossy. Their year apart had vanished into the past. At the museum, the portrait of Mossy continued to amaze visitors. What an extraordinary work of art and nature, they exclaimed. The world changed as the years went by and Tori grew up, but Mossy's portrait is in Dr. Carolina's museum for all to see, not knowing that far away on a misty, moist edge of the lily pond, an old turtle still stands. Her name is Mossy. Looks like she's with Scoot, and maybe she has some babies. Do you think one of these turtles will grow a garden on the back of their back? Have you guys ever seen a garden on the back of a turtle? Maybe we can go out, spring's coming in Ithaca, and see if we can find turtles with gardens on their back. Love to all of you. We miss you very much. We're all in this together. We love you.